Okay, let's check out some statistics right now in 2022 for crypto and Bitcoin. Right, Bitcoin is posted about on social media every 3 seconds. Its value has increased by 66% between Feb 2021 and October 2021. There were more than 1 million Ethereum transactions every day in 2020, people. 1 million every day in 2020. Woo! Ethereum's killing it. The top 10 cryptocurrencies make up 88% of the total market value. That's heinous, people. I mean, just the top 10 make up the majority of the whole market. Crazy. Confidence in cryptocurrency was nearly 100% as of Jan 2021. 100%, people. Whoa! People were getting really bullish there, innit? Bitcoin was used to buy 2 pizzas back in 2010 for 10,000 BTC, people. 10,000 Bitcoin somebody spent on 2 Papa John pizzas. People, this is a warning, okay? Be careful what you spend your cryptocurrency on. Because in the future, some of these tokens and different projects that you have could be worth some heinous amounts of money. And I don't want you spending, millions on a pair of shoes. Doesn't make any sense. Convert into stable coins and then spend it, people. Right? Anyway, there's 300 million, give or take, people using cryptocurrency. 300 million people. Hello? There's nearly 8 billion people on the planet. I think we have a long way to go, people. A long way to go. And I think you and I are very early to the party. We are part of the 300 million plus, give or take. We're part of that. That's nothing. That's chump change. Anyway, there's more, according to this website, 6,000 different kinds of crypto. Well, if we go to CoinMarketCap, no, let's go to CoinGecko. The gecko, the lizard. Up in the top left-hand corner, we see coins, and it says 12,900. And if you go to CoinMarketCap, it's even more. So let's say 14,000. Okay, let's say 14,000 cryptocurrencies out there. That's a lot of cryptocurrencies, people. That's a whole lot. Now, there's more than 200 crypto exchanges out there. Woo. 46 million Americans have invested in Bitcoin. That's not a lot of people. That's not a lot. Because it's over 300 million Americans. So, people, this is some of the latest statistics about crypto and Bitcoin right now. This is giving you raw data. And you can verify these numbers from different sources. So check out, different places to go and verify this information. But my point being is to show you we are still at the beginning of this great journey. So no need to FOMO, no need to rush. Take your time and sip your wine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Right. What's going on right now in the news? Well, Russia, my people in Russia, the ruble, people are exchanging their ruble for Tether. Why? Because of the US imposing sanctions on Russia, whether you agree with it or not. The value of their currency, their fiat money, their ruble, has gone down. And people are converting their ruble into Tether to save their money from getting devalued, people. This is what is going down right now. Cause and effect. War broke out. This is the effects it has in multiple places. Now, what can we say? What can we say? It's going to be a rocky road, people. It's going to be a rocky road for a lot of people right now. Not enough people are suffering out here, which is nothing new on planet Earth. You know, it's just sometimes this planet just I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Crypto exchange Binance blocks Russian users targeted by sanctions, people. Now, the reason why I bring this up is to remind you lot, when you get comfortable in this game, remove your crypto off all of these centralized exchanges and put it in your own hardware or software wallet, where you are in charge of your own funds. Because this is what's going down, people. Whether you agree with it or not, I ain't getting into the politics right now, or the politricks. I ain't got time for it. But my point being is, Binance, which is a centralized exchange, they are blocking the accounts of any Russian clients targeted by these sanctions. So, but I said they will not freeze the accounts. We're going to put ice on it? Freeze. Anyway, this is what's going down, people. This is what's going down. So, giving you guys a heads up, and ladies, a heads up is get that crypto off there, those decentralized exchanges, because anything at any day can happen at any moment in time. You don't have the keys to the crypto, then it's not your crypto. You don't have the private keys, then it's not your crypto, people. Simple as that. Now let's get into the smart contracts. For those people that don't know what smart contracts are, we're going to go into a little bit of detail on this, because right now it is the battle of the smart contracts in terms of these different blockchains out there. Now, Ethereum, you could say, is the founder of the smart contracts blockchain networks going on right now. But did you know, my people, right, that, let me just find it where it was. Smart contracts, the term was first proposed back in '94 by a gentleman called Nick Szabo, an American computer scientist, who invented a virtual currency called BitGold back in '98. Fully 10 years before Bitcoin, people. Yeah. So there have been digital currencies before Bitcoin, for those who don't know. But they were all centralized. So Massa came in and like, yo, pointing the gun to the founders, like, yo, you can't be doing your own money. No. Just shut it down. So when Bitcoin came along, Massa and his cronies, they couldn't do anything. Why? Because there's no CEO of Bitcoin. Anonymous. Nobody knows. So whether it's a group or an individual who came up with Bitcoin, smart moves. So, but let's get back to what a smart contract is. A smart contract is a self-executing contract with the terms of agreement between the buyer and seller being directly written into lines of code. So we are just relying on mathematics, people. Pure maths. Forget a intermediary, a third party coming in and taking their cut. No. The third party is no longer needed. We have maths. So the code and the agreements contained therein exist across a distributed, decentralized blockchain network. The code controls the execution, and transactions are trackable and irreversible, people. So Bitcoin, when Bitcoin came on the scene, it was the first blockchain. Then Ethereum stepped on the scene back in 2015, or maybe late. Obviously, the idea came before that, like 2013, 2014. I think Mr. Vitalik and a few others were working on it. But my point being, Ethereum laid the foundations for all of these other smart contract platforms. Now you could say, yeah, Mr. Nick Szabo back in '94 laid the foundation for Ethereum, and that's a fair comment. And the point I'm trying to make is Ethereum was the first to do it in the blockchain space, because BitGold was not a decentralized cryptocurrency, right? It wasn't. There was no blockchain. There was no blockchain, people. No. There was no blockchain. So Ethereum was the first to do it, and because it had the first mover advantage, the majority of the applications that you see in the market are built on top of Ethereum's network. And after that, it birthed decentralized finance. But you could even say that the moment Bitcoin came into existence, that was decentralized finance, so to speak. Because now we have a money that's not controlled by a central authority, and you or I can send that money anywhere on the planet without going through a third party. The only difference is, at that moment in time, when Bitcoin first came out, you could not earn a yield on Bitcoin. There was no products out there where you can put your Bitcoin on and earn some passive income. No, wasn't there. When Ethereum came on the scene now, back in 2015, that started a whole process of this decentralized finance that we are now taking witness of, right? So, but obviously it took time, people. It took time. DeFi only exploded in 2020. So it took 5-6 years for Ethereum to do its thing, and other applications that were being built in that time on top of Ethereum, providing different financial products to let you borrow, save, invest, trade, and more. So this DeFi produced a global open alternative to the current financial system. We now have a choice whether to stick with the old world or the new world of doing finance. The old world is as far as BFAM is concerned, it's alright, but hear what? I'm having much more fun in the new world, right? Because the old financial world is too restrictive. Yeah. It's too much rules and regulations, people. Too much of that. Too much control. No. We don't need that. We need to control our own stuff. I got my own stuff. Anyway, so DeFi was based on an open source technology that anyone can program with. So if you are a programmer, you can come in to this space and create something on these platforms, people. So Ethereum came into the scene and is dominating right now, thanks to this guy here, Mr. Vitalik Buterin. Mr. Vitalik and a few others. He's not the only one, but he's the main face that comes out in public and does talks and etc. And Joe Lubin, I think another guy called Joe Lubin. But anyway, this is one of the main founders of the Ethereum blockchain, stroke DeFi. Now, there is an argument within cryptocurrency, within the ecosphere, with this gentleman here, Mr. Reggie Middleton. If you want to see this interview, go to the gentlemanofcrypto.com and check out their channel. They have a YouTube channel as well. And Mr. Reggie, he's been in the game for quite a while. Apparently, with his project, Veritasium, which I did invest in back in 2017, but it didn't go too well. But apparently he came out with the concept of decentralized finance before Vitalik, apparently. So, there is some dispute amongst who came out with it first, but I'm not even going to go there right now, people. I'm just making my audience, my fellow Ethereans, aware of what has been taking place within this cryptocurrency journey. For some of you may know, some of you may not know. So, now we fast forward on to these other smart contract platforms that are currently in the market. So if you go to coingecko.com and you go to coins at the top and scroll down and click categories, it will take you to this page here. And the first category would be the smart contract platform. Now, in terms of building up your portfolio for the long term, sorry people, I had to pause right there. I thought I was seeing things. At the moment, the gas prices have totally exploded like an H-bomb right now. And I hope Putin doesn't let off no H-bombs. Right? I'm telling you, it's crazy. But right now, Ethereum gas has gone through the roof. Now, last night, I was on a Zoom call. And the Ethereum gas fees were like 40 odd something, Gwe. And I was like, yeah. I was feeling good. And right now, I'm looking at this price. I'm like, oh my days. I ain't doing no transactions right now. I'm not using no... Look, man. Look, Ethereum, sort it out. But this is the problem with Ethereum right now, people. That's been taking place for the last year and a half, 2 years plus. The gas fees have been absolutely phenomenal. Expensive. So, what happened? Well, BNB came on the scene back in about 2 years ago and said, you know what? I'm going to do my own blockchain. I'm going to copy some code from Ethereum, make a few tweaks here and there, and boom. Binance Smart Chain came. And then we have Solana came on the scene. Cardano was there since 2017. Avalanche, Polkadot, Polygon, Chainlink. Well, that's not a smart contract platform, but hey, that's another story. Anyway, Tron. Most of these are smart contract layer 1 solutions, apart from Polygon, which is a layer 2 scaling solution. For those, I know some of you are like, what's a layer 2? People just go on Google and say layer 2 scaling solution and you get a quick definition, because I don't want to make this video too long, right? But all of these different types of smart contract platforms, they have their own market that they are targeting first and foremost, and they also have slight different designs within them. Some of them are cheaper, faster, etc. But my point being, this is the battle of the smart contract platforms, because some of these will not be around in the next 2, 5, 10 years. And we want to be having those ones in our portfolios that will be around in the next 2, 5, 10 years. Because they will be like you buying Google stock or Apple or Amazon and holding on to these things there. But the difference is the gains that you will make over the next 2, 5, 10 years with some of these smart contract platforms. It's going to make the average person that is not into investing throw up. I'm being very serious, people. They're going to puke up, because the amount of gains that we will make is going to be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Why? Because we are still around 3% of the globe that is in cryptocurrency. That's why. That's why I started off with the stats, the statistics within this ecosphere. We are so low in terms of the numbers, people. That's why I please don't panic when we go through a little downturn in cryptocurrency. Whether it lasts for a few weeks, a few months, a year plus, who cares? We are here for the long term because we know where this space is going. The adoption rate is phenomenal. So, along our journey, we have to figure out which of these smart contract platforms that we want in our portfolio for the long term. Because if we choose them right, your children's children will be fine and dandy when it comes to finance. They will not have to worry about money at all. All they need to do is go out in the big wide world and create something of value for other people. That's all they need to do. That's all. That's all. Just create some more value in whatever industry that they want to do. Simple. Simple as that. Anyway, excuse me. Now, I know there's a lot of smart contract platforms. There's a lot, and it can be overwhelming. But it's on you and I to make sure we do our due diligent research into ones that we think has potential. Now, in terms of when you're looking at these different platforms, if you're somebody new, I'm going to give you a heads up. When you look into the 24-hour volume, if we go back to the top and we see Ethereum, the 24-hour volume is nearly $19 billion, people. We like that type of volume. We like that because it's telling me and you there is plenty of liquidity, liquid money flowing, people buying and selling, back and forth. So we can go into that and easily get our money in and out, no problem. And also the volume will give you an indicator to say there is a lot of movement, transactions happening on this particular blockchain. Okay? So, if we go, that's the top. If we go all the way down to the bottom now, we will see the last one. Only, what's the volume? $116. People, listen, stay away. Stay away. Dead. Anytime you see them silly little, look, just stay away, innit? Stay away. POA network. I remember this one back in 2018. Look, dead. $382 volume. Stay away. Don't touch these cryptos with a barge pole. You will lose your money. Okay? Lose your money. Now, when you're talking around 200,000, 84, maybe they just started, and if they have, that's fine. That's no problem, because I've seen plenty of cryptocurrencies start off with these types of volume, 100 grand, 200 grand, whatever. And over time, the volume builds up, pace starts to kick in. Cool, fine. But make sure you do your research beforehand, right? Please, volume like this, 2.5 grand, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Volume like this, 40 grand, me personally, I'll leave it alone. I'm leaving it alone. I don't need it. I like to look for volume over, at least, come on, give me at least a mil. Give me at least a few mil. You know, I'm cool with that. But if I'm really being really degenerate and highly speculative, then, you know, I will go for 100,000 volume. Because maybe the project has just come out, just launched. So, not a problem. Okay? But obviously it's high risk. So I'm just giving you guys and ladies what to look out for in terms of when you just looking at volume. Because the volume will give you an indication of what's taking place on that blockchain. or on that, or within that project, people. The volume is very important. Very important. It's not the end and be all, but it's very important. Okay? So there's a lot of different smart contract platforms out there. Now, so it's very, it can be very difficult to choose and to come to a conclusion of which ones I'm gonna go for. But obviously, we know Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, Avalanche, Polkadot, Polygon, Chainlink. These are all top smart contract platforms. Tron, Near, Algorand, Stellar, Phantom. Yeah, they're all decent. Hedera, they're all decent, So you would have to make up your own mind on that, people. I can't do that for you. No. But what I can do is tell you there is a blockchain that's about to launch very soon, and it's going to come in like a thief in the night. Right? People are not going to be prepared for this blockchain. This is from my point of view, right? And what I've seen out there, which is very limited, because I can only, do so much, but I don't think a lot of people within the cryptocurrency ecosphere are aware of what's about to take place in terms of smart contract platforms. Because when this chain launches, when it comes out, people, PulseChain, it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. Hopefully it's going to be epic. We're going to wait and see. Right? So, PulseChain, for those who don't know, is a new smart contract, layer 1 blockchain coming out. Smart contract platform coming out. Hopefully in the next few weeks. We don't know exactly. The founder hasn't come out with a date yet. But it should be very soon. And it's going to have one of the biggest airdrops that the cryptocurrency ecosphere has ever seen. According to this website here, this is howtopulse.com. There are over 170 million Ethereum addresses to be airdropped when this chain launches. So that is a lot of addresses, and people are going to find out that they have free tokens, a copy of their tokens on the PulseChain network, and they're going to come over to the PulseChain network to see what this new blockchain is all about. So when this chain launches, it's going to have a number of different projects already launched on its chain. In fact, every single ERC20 token that's on the Ethereum blockchain will be on the PulseChain blockchain. So it's going to be very, very interesting, people. It's going to be very, very interesting to see the battle of these smart contract platforms. We just have to wait and see. But as I said, we are so early in this game that we are still going through the weeds. We are like those pioneers back in the 1800s that went to America in search of gold. And some of them made it, some of them didn't. And I hope the majority of you listening to this will make it in terms of finances. Because that's what we're here for, right, people? We're here to sort out our finances via cryptocurrency. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Before I go, let's just take a look at Bitcoin to see what's taking place. Because right now, it seems like Bitcoin has taken a little, little uptrend right now. Let's have a look. I'll just change it 1 second. And for those who don't know, this is Trading View, where you can check out the chart of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in the market. So right now, Bitcoin is at, I've got so many lines in this chart. Bitcoin is at 41, just over $41,500. We've had a nice green engulfing candle today, people. Looking good, looking good. If Bitcoin can close above, in fact, if Bitcoin can hold this level here and close above it, say 41,600, that would be positive. That would be very, very positive, people. And what would be more positive if Bitcoin could clear 45,000 and hold that level for a little while, and that would give us more probability that we will be heading back up. So we just have to wait and see. We will just have to wait and see. But there's been some nice gainage in terms of the other altcoins. Now, the reason why I'm speculating now that the GWE is so high is because of the activity within the whole market. Now, it's like the market is just woken out of its mummified sleep. Like, in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone up 11%. Think about that. Bitcoin has gone up in the last 24 hours 11%. The other day, Bitcoin went down 11%. That's the volatility of cryptocurrency. So, Ethereum up today 8%. Woo! These percentages are very nice, people. So you know, if Bitcoin done 11% and Ethereum done 8%, a lot of these other coins and tokens, they've done similar or a little bit more. Solana 14.9, Terra 14.3, Avalanche 8%, Dogecoin 5%, Shibu Inu to the moon 6.3, Polygon 7.4. So some decent percentages, people. But right now, as I said, the GWE is getting out of hand. 448 GWE right now. That's why, don't get me wrong, some of these other smart contract platforms are cheap. Like Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche. They're all reasonable. Yeah, they're all reasonable. But PulseChain is fully compatible. It's just, basically, PulseChain is just like Ethereum. So the same developers that develop applications on top of Ethereum, they can do the same work on PulseChain. They don't have to learn a different language. No. Because it's the same code with just a few tweaks here and there. So PulseChain is faster than Ethereum. It's cheaper than Ethereum. It's greener than Ethereum. It's proof of stake. So you can stake it and earn a passive income. So people, it's like, if basically PulseChain, according to Richard Hart, he says PulseChain is Ethereum version 2 finished and done and dusted. So we will have to wait and see how this pans out. It's going to be very, very interesting, because I know some of you guys out there have PulseChain, and some of you also have PulseX. So it's going to be a very interesting ride. So I hope you enjoyed that little breakdown of smart contracts, these different layer 1 solutions out there. And we have to be very mindful that to have some of these in your portfolio, because they are the foundation of all of these cryptos. Because without smart contracts, nothing is happening. So it's good to have, you know, a 1, 2, 3, whatever amount of different smart contract platforms within your portfolio for the, you know, long term, people. Long term. If you're a short termer, hey, do your thing. But this channel is all about long term vision. We ain't going nowhere. We're still young out here. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you smash up the likes. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you think about which smart contract platforms you think will be around in the next, 4, 5, 7 years plus. Tell me what's in your mind. So give me some ideas too. Give me some feedback. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the channel, click the notification bell, leave a comment, and also make sure you check out all of my videos. And especially if you've just come across Ether9 TV, start from the bottom and just work your way up to the top with my videos, because every single video is pure jewels for your bags. And also I've done it in such a way where I'm giving you how to get involved into cryptocurrency. The easy way, people. The easy way. But you got to start from the beginning. They're not in order. It's not in order. Right? I've done it in such a way where you got to do some work. But it's very easy. I've done it in such a way it's very easy for anybody to, most people, anyway, to understand how this game goes, what to do, when to do. I'll do my best. Anyway, I have to go right now. Pure divine love to you all. More health, more wealth, and peace and love.